Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm a nurse, a fitness instructor, and I'm gay, and I'm a sex addict. I've been reading about sex addiction, and I just wanted to read some literature about the criteria and symptoms of sexual addiction. Just for my own benefit to decide whether or not I really fit the criteria. So, frequently engaged in more sex and with more partners than intended. Most days? Yes. Being preoccupied with or persisting craving sex. Wanting to cut down and unsuccessfully attempting to limit sexual activity. Sometimes I want to cut down, usually not at the time, but sometimes when I have a lot of sex I think it's a good idea to cut down. Thinking of sex to the detriment of other activities or continually engaging in excessive sexual practices despite the desire to stop. Pretty much constantly think about sex. The only time I don't is whilst I exercise, and even then a little bit, or when I'm really engaged in my work. That's probably the only time I don't think about sex. Spending considerable time in activities related to sex, such as cruising for partners or spending hours online visiting pornographic websites. Yeah, that's me to a T. Grindr, Manhunt, Gator, Dude Snood, Scruff, Jacked, everything, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, I watch a lot of porn. Neglecting obligations such as work, school, or family in pursuit of sex. Well, my family was always second to sex. Disregard them a little bit. Work has still always been a priority. I would always put work ahead of sex. Study was 50-50. I would happily forego an afternoon of study for an afternoon of sex. Probably could have got much better grades. Continually engaging in the sexual behaviour despite negative consequences such as broken relationships or potential health risks. Yep, that's me. I ruined more than a few good relationships because I was too busy having sex with other people. It's one of the reasons that I'm making this video. Escalating a scope or frequency of sexual activity to achieve the desired effect, such as more frequent visits to prostitutes or more sexual partners. I haven't had to resort to prostitutes just yet, but who knows, these looks will fade one day. But more sexual partners, yeah, definitely. Feeling irritable when unable to engage in desired behaviour. So that's definitely me, because when I go too long without sex I can't concentrate, I can't sleep, I don't function well at all, and masturbation only gets you so far. And this is the icing on the cake. You may have a sex addiction problem if you identify with 3 or more of the above criteria. I just read out 8 things and I agree with pretty much all of them that, yeah, I fit that criteria. And you only had to meet 3 of them. I'm starting to think there's a problem. So I'm going to try and make a video diary of sorts. and hopefully abstain. We'll see how long that lasts. I tried to do it once before and I barely lasted a week, and then I probably misbehaved even more, just sort of blew up. I'm sick of sex sort of being in control of my life. I want to be in control of my life. So I think this is really good timing because I actually start a new job tomorrow. It's my first real nursing job, so I plan to be getting my head around that and working really hard and keeping busy, spending more time in my fitness classes and hopefully doing my own workouts as well. So I'll get fitter and healthier. I would really like that. It's only so far that sex can take your fitness. And this is also kind of a way to apologise to some of the people that I've affected from this addiction. There's been more than a few really nice guys that I hurt because I couldn't be faithful, or because I didn't find them satisfying enough because I needed more, or my reputation was enough to ensure that it didn't last very long. So I don't know. I hope those people one day will understand. Not necessarily forgive me, but understand. That would be nice. And maybe then I could date for reasons other than sex. I don't think I've ever had a relationship where I hadn't slept with the person first, which I thought was a normal concept. So I'm gonna try this and try and meet people without sex and see how it goes. And I hope to share those experiences with you and get some feedback. And it would be good to hear from people that are in the same kind of situation. And yeah, we'll see how we go. This is officially day 1, and I have not had sex today, and I have not masturbated today, and I'll try not to before I go to sleep. And I have looked for sex today, but sex, I think, is just going to complicate the way I feel at the moment, because I kind of got told that someone didn't want to see me at all anymore. Not because of this reason, or it might be a factor. Mostly because our relationship is a bit complicated because of distance and age and experience. But basically saying goodbye to someone on Valentine's Day was heartbreaking for me in a way that I'm not normally broken. And I'm hoping it's a bit of a wake-up call. That I can get really attached to someone on another level and really care and really love. So I think that this experiment might help me to experience that more freely, or at least understand it more. So I'll keep you up to date on how day 2 goes. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt.